There's Eddie spooling up the rake. This is the video I didn't do yet. I don't want to miss it. We'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks, but I wanted to catch the first time out. So that's it. It's just a giant spinning wheel. It's blasting right in my eyes. But that's okay. It's pretty windy today. We're trying to beat the weather. See those clouds? Calling for severe thunderstorms. And the sooner we get this up, this has all been tedded. I didn't show you the tedder either, but I'll video that next time. We've got plenty of more fields to do. This is just the first one over on the bigger acreage. So yeah, you can see what tedding does. It just spreads it out. You know, cutting it just lays it down, and then you have to ted it, which kind of flings it everywhere, so it dries faster. And then after that, you let it sit for a day or two, depending on how thick it is. This was pretty thick, so it's been actually 2 days, and it's been super hot. And he was even wondering if it was dry enough. We did test it, and it came in like one spot was 14, one spot was 20, one spot was 23. But it was a tiny little fake bale we made up. It wasn't an actual bale. I think just flipping it over with the rake will make a difference. I think it's going to be fine. And we'd like to at least get one field in, because if it rains, we're going to have to re-ted that field after it dries out. But it's better to just get it tedded and get in as many bales. Maybe we can get in a few bales, cut the work in half, because it's, you know, it's no fun to have to go do the job twice. Ideally, you cut it, you ted it, you rake it, you bale it. We may have to ted it twice, which is just, you know, another hour of spreading hay and waiting. But while he's doing that, then these fields up here he can cut. We'll start laying one field down at a time. You know, you only want to cut what you can manage. But the grass is really thick and tall. We're going to get good hay out of this year. Really thick. I mean, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So yeah, they're calling for thunderstorms. It's June 6th. I think it's June 6th. Yeah, Saturday. And it's dry and hot. But there's stuff coming from the west. I think it's going to stay south of us, so we decided to give it a try. See if we can get these bales in. He should be coming over the hill soon. There he is. It's a long field. It's a pretty simple tool. The rakes and the tedders, they don't have a lot of stuff going on. They're just PTO driven. The baler is a little, and the mower a little more intense. This is a machinery. But this is a nice easy pull. He's going kind of slow right now. He'll probably speed up in a little bit. You can see the trailer leaves, just builds it up into a nice pile, and the baler can scoop it up. So he's trying to make a thicker row. If he doubles back on it like that, the rows will be thicker. And the baling will go quicker. Let's see where he turned around here. There's a gap. So I'll probably kick this over. Sometimes I have a pitchfork and I'll kick this row together, just to make it an easy sweep. But sometimes I just give it a kick. Help a brother out. Oh, this is really nice hay. Very light and fluffy. We caught it early this year, so it doesn't have a lot of stems and sticks in it. This field last year got neglected. It was our first year picking it up, and it had got late in the season, so a lot of this stuff had really matured. But this is so thin and crispy. It's just the cows love it. But this purple stuff here, there's a weed in here. They call it a weed, but it's really not, because we looked it up. And it's got a purple head on it, purple flower head. I forget what it's called, but once it matures, it gets very woody, and the cows don't like it because it's hard to chew. But it's actually high in nutrition, and they use it as a supplement. So, there was talk about spraying these fields and getting rid of it, and we looked it up, and it says it's used as a supplementation, and it's actually high in nutrition for the cows. So why would you get rid of it? The only reason you'd get rid of it is because it does choke out regular grass. So eventually your field could end up all purple head stuff. But we don't care. Not right now. I'd rather have something that's supplemental. There are probably people out there planting it, and we got tons of it. As long as you catch it early, it's really nice. So, like I said, last year, I can show you the hay from last year was just a lot of stalks, woody stalks. But this stuff is like soft and tender and young, and that's a good thing. Here he comes again. Just want to kick this side over. I kicked one side in, but I want to kick this in too. And really grab it up. It'll just be easier when he comes around with the baler. It'll be one, and everything will be right in the middle. Close up that little gap. There he comes. So you'll see it'll sweep these two rows together. Yeah, we're pretty excited this year. We're going to get lots of hay. We have lots of cows, so we're all about the hay because we have to feed them through the winter. And last year we ran a little short. So this year we got in here early. We hopefully we'll get a second cut in September. We'll probably get over 300 bales, which is really, really ideal. 350 would be perfection. So we don't have to worry at all. And eventually we might have enough hay we can actually sell hay, which is just another source of income for farmers. Hay and beef. I'm making a nice row. Look at that. Perfect. He's getting good at this, huh? Like an old pro. Man, he loves it. He just loves it. It's funny when you get into something like this is all you think about. Your brain just becomes like obsessed with hay. I guess it's like anything you do in life. You just become one-track mind if you're working on a project or building something or something at work. But now that's all we think and talk about is hay. It's like, yeah, do you think the hay's dry? Think we should go cut the hay? You think it's dry enough to ted it? Should we ted it today? Should we bale it? Should we rake it? Is it good hay? Is it, here I am. I'm touching this grass like it's gold. It is gold, For us, it's just green money. If we don't bale this hay, we have to buy it. And it's going for about $45 a bale. And the stuff we rolled into marshmallows, that's going for $65, $70 a bale. So we can do it ourselves for peanuts and time. And he loves what he's doing. So career change. Not a bad retirement choice. Farming. Eddie's young and hardworking. He's not ready to retire. He needs a project. And he just loves this. And I love it too. I can help out here and there. I don't do too much. By choice, I could do more if I want. We'd have to get another tractor for me to get really involved. And I don't know if I really want to be that involved. I like taking pictures and, running back and forth doing errands on the four-wheeler. I can bring him things and be his legs when he's on the field. So I'm okay with that for now. If we grow, that might change. So there's another parcel next to this. This is pretty big. This is 80 acres. And you can't really see it. I'm standing dead center of it. There's the barn in the middle. And there's a huge field that way. Another huge field behind the barn. And then another field over here. A total of 80 acres. So about 20 acres each field. But next door, straight that way, the next property over has 90 acres, and that's for sale. So we're going to make a bid on that and see, because we could use that property for hay for sure. Now, we don't own this property. We're just leasing it from someone else, so anything could happen. We could lose access to this property if it goes to sale or they decide to build something here. So it would really be wise for us to own our own fields this size to get our hay, and we could probably chop off a couple of pieces to build some houses. Maybe on the edge, just put like 2 houses and sell them, and that would cover the cost of the land. So we could recoup the investment, but that just came up this week. I mean, literally yesterday, the for sale sign went up next door. So again, we'll do that. I think we're going to do that, but it's a big investment. It's a couple hundred, like over $300,000, and that's price of land went up here. So I don't know. We may wait on that. It's a lot for land, but it could be a good 10-year investment plan. And again, it would secure the fact that we would have the hay we needed for our animals. We have about 40 head right now. We plan to go up in that number. So the more cow you have, the more, the bigger the herd, the more hay you're going to need. So there's another corner looped around. So I'm going to end this video. I'm going to walk along the edge here and kick this into a row. So we have a nice, easy way to scoop it up. But that's it. That's raking hay 101. Hope you're all doing well. See you later. Bye-bye.